Okay, this video is going to talk about how do we set up. We've got our sprite falling. So I've got the mouse falling to Scratch Cat, but I don't have anything that happens when they look. The mouse just runs right over the top of Scratch Cat. So what I want to do is how do we set it up to say that when Scratch Cat touches, something happens. Now, what you can do here is you can have anything happen here. This is where your variable can come in. If it's a pot of gold that's dropping down, it adds to my gold coin count. If it's something that's going to hurt me, if it's a monster that touches the good guy, I can take away health points. If it's something that's positive, it gives me energy. It can give me health points, right? Or gives me score, so I can make it score. So I'm not gonna go through how to do the variables because you guys have already learned how to do that with making your time variable, your score variable. What I'm gonna show you is how do we activate it when these two objects touch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have it, and what you want to do is in the object that you're going to run into. You don't want to do it in your main character. You want to do it, well, you can, but I'm going to do it in each of the sprites. So the easiest way is, so I'm in my mouse sprite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and I'm going to create another condition. Remember, we're working with our conditions, which says if my mouse touches the cat, what's going to happen? So I can know, okay, I got to make an if. So I'm going to go into my controls and I'm going to create my if then. So if, I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to put in here if, and inside my then block, what do I want to have happen? If, what I'm going to do is we want to go into sensing. And sensing where the Scratch has got some cool stuff in here, and we're going to put in here touching. If touching. Now, we don't have to say if what's touching because we know that we're talking about the mouse because the mouse is where we're writing the code. So whatever you put this touching is what is touching? It's the mouse. So if the mouse is touching, we're not touching the mouse pointer. We want to have it touch, and it's going to be whatever the name of your sprite is. So my Scratch Cat is named Sprite1. Now, if I want to, I can rename Scratch Cat, and I can call him Cats, right? So then put a Cats with a Z. So I know that's Cats with a Z. So then when I go back into my mouse pointer, I could do touching, and it's touching cats. So when touching cats, then what's going to happen? So just to show you guys what it could be, this is where you're going to put in all those things. Change score by 1, change health by 10, right? Change health by -10 because it's a bad thing, right? It's a shark that got my diver. Or stop all, end the game. If I touch the shark, it ends the game because that kills you instantly, right? Whatever it is that you're going to have happen to it. I'm going to have it play a sound. So I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to play a sound. So it's going to play the pop sound. Okay, so now as I move my Scratch Cat, I've already got it moving along just my x-axis. When they touch, plays the pop sound. Now, still nothing's really happening here because it's got him. But what we want to do is, okay, so I'm going to say, okay, I want the cat to he's going to like eat the mouse. So the mouse has got to disappear. I don't want to have the mouse keep just making the pop sound over the top of them. So the way that I can do that is I'm going to, as soon as they touch, I'm going to hide the mouse, like make the mouse disappear. Like I've taken care of it. So I'm going to go to my looks tab here, and you have show and hide. Show means you want your object to appear on the screen. Hide, I'm going to make it just disappear. So I'm going to put a hide in here, right? So now watch what happens here. So now when they touch, it's going to make the pop sound, then disappear, right? So here's what I got. Man, make sure you got them in the right order because if you disappear before the pop sound, it won't make the pop sound. So it pops and it disappears. Now, here's the problem. I made him disappear. How do I get them to come back? So what you want to do is right at the top of your forever loop, I'm going to put my show. I'm going to put my show right back in the top here. And that show is going to make my sprite show back up. So here it is. So it's going to make him disappear, right? When he touches, it's going to make him disappear, hide. Then I'm going to have him get a new location. So at the bottom here, so I'm going to say play a sound, hide, and then I want you to go back to, I'm going to start this over again. So we're going to go back to our random position, go to random position, and I'm going to set my Y to 180. Okay, so then I stop this, start this up again. So now when I've got this, my mouse is coming down. It's going to, I touch him, he disappears, goes back up to the top, starts it all over again. Now, if I don't hit him, I got two ifs going on. If it doesn't touch cats, it's going to go all the way down to the bottom, and then my random position starts up again. So that's going to be how you can set up to make your events happen. And you can make them do anything. It could be good things happening. You have a treasure chest that comes down, you get 50 gold. You have a heart that comes down, you get health. You have a leprechaun that comes down, you get a special sound, right? You can have different things for different objects that you happen to grab. The sky is the limit with what you guys are coming up with. But this is how you would set up to make your events happen when objects are touching each other.